整个过程就是我假期去找我朋友玩，下飞机吃了一碗很好吃的面，然后我说我想学这样东西，你给我找一个师傅。然后学完之后回来，我觉得我想把这个味道带来新加坡，被惊艳到，就是觉得哇太好吃了，原来面条可以这么做。不要辣，不要辣，干的哈。对我来说，觉得比火锅好吃，没想到现在不是单单做给自己吃，是做给所有人吃。对于本地居民，就是发现好像小贩中心中国的麻辣风味越来越多，好像有外国人在抢他们的机会了。对于我来说，我并没觉得自己是在抢夺什么机会，我是在提供更多的选择。其实做辣油这个步骤是整个是最有风险性的，因为它一个油温很高，然后另外一个就是那个火很大嘛，我始终要在旁边看着，然后如果那个油崩出来的话就很危险。我叫梁晨，我在文心路上段卖重庆小面。来，美女，半熟蛋的拿一个先。我因为去学重庆小面，跟师傅也学了做炸酱，也学了做牛肉。我的面其实说实话是两种东西的结合，就是上面的浇头是我妈妈的手艺，下面调料的办法是我重庆师傅教我的。你好，吃的包的，还有别的吗 ？OK， 您坐一下。首先，我得坦诚的讲，我不敢说我自己的东西就一定多么正宗，因为首先我自己不是土生土长的重庆人，只是一个外省人，有兴趣去到了重庆拜师学艺，所以正宗这个东西有一点太主观了。我只能说自己在选材方面是比较用心的，用的花椒、辣椒是完全用中国地产的，尽可能保证客人能吃到正宗的重庆味。
We're seeing a lot more regional Chinese cuisine beyond the traditional southern regions that the early generations of Singaporeans migrated from. So you're seeing a lot more diversity, from Chongqing noodles to Hunanese food, Sichuan mala dishes. From the day we were founded to today, we are still welcoming new waves of immigrants, and this time from much further afield. And of course, hawker food should reflect that then, because hawker culture is so key to our identity.
一开始我以为我做的重庆小面吸引更多的是中国的客人，但是没想到本地客人的接受度很高，所以我现在80%的客户是本地客人。It's two signature one. Yeah. Two minced meat noodle, little bit spicy. Okay. 本地的客人他第一更看重的是否营养与健康。少油少盐是第一步，尽可能把那个辣度调整成相对于重庆的辣度要温和很多的，这样是为了本地客人去做的一定程度。新加坡小贩中心其实它有一点很像微缩版的整个新加坡的这种文化吧，大家可能是不同的信仰、宗教、种族。但是可以很和谐的吃在一起。对我自己来说，我很享受这种多元化带来的东西。那个酱料包一样哦，2层那个是大包。现在的状况就是，我能通过自己喜欢做的事情，能养活我自己，对我来说是挺好的一个结果。虽然是很小的一间店铺吧，但是是我承载着我的小小的梦想的地方。
Now I'm making chicken kebab. I put on the skewer slowly. I'm using some capsicum also. It's give some tasting. Chicken, we marinate 24 hours in marination. We put daily 72 kilo chicken. Some of them well knows kebab because they travel around the world. They know what is kebab. I have a lot of like customer. We can talk with them also. They every day come. They love my kebab and my food. Actually, the reaction is very good. This is actually starting part stressful for me, but when I finishing, it's very happy for me. Happily for me. In 2009, I came to Malaysia. I used to work there for 2 years. Then I moved to Singapore. Then after I realized that actually I want to open my own business, but just waiting for the right time. I also decided maybe I can go for hawker center. I go so many places. I look around which shop is suitable for me to do sell kebab and this kind of things. Before I opened this store, I also like a bit like nervous, actually, to be honest. In surrounding this area, a lot of foreigner people also living this here. The European school and all, they surrounding here. So I was thinking maybe I can open here, maybe it'll be good.
Singapore has always been a very porous nation and very, very open to sort of immigration, and as a migrant nation ourselves, in hawker centers you can find other cuisines, right? This is testament to how Singapore's demographics and social fabric also changes across time. I think it's worth noting that only Singaporeans and PRs can apply for a hawker stall. Sometimes when they become hawkers, they do sort of bring their different cultures and sort of display them at the hawker center.
Yes, please, madam, welcome.
Can I have one of this with chicken?
Okay, al-nazik chicken. First day until now is long queue. Very busy. One person inside. You need to like serve, prepare, and clean. So they understand. So sometimes they're waiting like 1 hour. Madam, is yours. Yes, please. Next order. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Ni hao ma.
Wow.
Last time you guys come every day, but now no. Never mind, you are neighbor. You just tell me from behind, no problem. When I come, all the neighbors they come to tell me why you do this, why this kind of things. Until we like became good friendship, we always like come. Sometimes we are like joke each other, like we talk and. I love very good actually.
What about you?
Alhamdulillah,
How's your business?
Alhamdulillah, thanks so much.
Okay,
Everything
good.
okay.
Okay, make
Thanks
sure
a lot.
that our business will always go.
Inshallah, inshallah,
Go
inshallah.
further.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take care, Haman. Take care. Bye. This place is emotional for me. I didn't expect actually how will be surviving me. When I open here, actually I'm zero. So it give me like some hopes and teach me that always can start from the beginning. So me like because I live here is my home here. Yes. Where you live is your home. Where you learn is your home. I think that's why this place, Zuzu, is very meaningful for me.
No, we never been to Colombia before, me and my wife. The thing is, customer actually ask us, you been to Colombia? We tell them that no. After taste our food, they say, eh? It doesn't tally. You know how to cook it, and it tastes like their home cooked food. They want to know how. I'm YT Tan, and I'm selling Colombian stewed chicken. This Colombian chicken rice dish actually introduced to us many years back. It was through my sister-in-law friend. They are Colombian, they work in Singapore. My sister-in-law learned from them before they went back to Colombia. When we open up, we expect that not many people will know this dish. So we had to introduce, but we didn't know that what we expect and the reality is so different. Everyone was quite skeptical.
Over the years, we are also seeing very new concepts and new food items coming in within your hawker centers. At the same time, consumers are also then asking for more diverse options, particularly the younger generation. And that's why you see both a mix of common food items as well as emerging concepts coming into the hawker centers to provide that diversity.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes they will ask us, what is the taste? And we say, it's very difficult to describe. You have to taste it for yourself whether you like it or not. In fact, for all customers who try our food and they like it and they acknowledge it, we feel very happy because these are not the local stable food, but yet customers come back. What's more to say that, you're serving Colombian customer. Welcome to Singapore. Hey, thank you. A lot of question mark initially when the Colombian come and try our food. It's like, what will be the feedback? What is their reaction? But so far, quite a number of them accepted it.
I arrived by last week.
Last
And
week.
it was a big surprise. They told me there is a place here that you must visit because they have the best Colombian chicken. I said, really? In Singapore?
And how many portions do you prepare daily?
For good days, we will have hundreds over. Sometimes it all depends. Yeah.
I actually, surprised that you got the recipe very well.
It's very tender.
So that's why I need 2-3 hours to slowly cook. Yeah, stew it. Yes.
2 hours. So that's why it's so tender, yeah.
Yes.
This is a part of Colombia here. I'm very happy that you discovered this place on this dish. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then you too. Try this.
If you want to try something new, you should think about us. We should be in your bucket list. In fact, you save an air ticket flying there because we have acknowledgement from the Colombian community.
One of the biggest struggle in hawker is definitely manpower. A lot of Singaporeans think that job in hawker is not exactly glamorous. I used to be a recruiter in a sales and marketing company. I understand that when we recruit people, knowing what to say or how much to offer or really genuinely get to know the person better, candidates will definitely feel more trustworthy to work with you. I'm crazy over Hokkien. I love it so much that I can literally eat it every single day. I understand that there's a market for Hokkien. It's something staple in Singapore. And I believe that years down, there will be a lot of people, hawker especially, is gonna retire. 10 years, 15 years from now, who's gonna sell Hokkien? So I thought, hey, why don't I be the only Hokkien reseller in Singapore? One thing that I noticed a lot of hawkers who are struggling is not just recruitment. I think one of the main problem is also retention.
Yo, morning, morning, sir.
It is not as easy to hire in a hawker center. Can you make a living working in a hawker store for somebody? Chances are you earn more being a delivery rider than working as an assistant in a hawker center. So all these things are constraints which you are painfully mindful of in labor scarce Singapore.
From what I observe is that a lot of them, they treat their staff as a number, right? This guy worked for me. So for me, I treat them like a family. So we do things like we go for team activities, like we travel together, we do cohesion session, and I never once miss anybody's birthday. What we do is that we run bonuses. So we have a sales target. Some targets are very easily achievable. So the easiest bonus to hit is $100 per month. Second tier is 300, and then 500 to 800. One thing that I believe is that I never underpay anybody. I'm very confident to say that our job role is one of the highest paid in the hawker business because I keep asking myself if this was me, how much do I want to be paid? Hey yo, Valiant, good morning. How are you, bro? Very easy. Okay, so today is Valiant, our newcomer first day. So Kendrick is gonna run you through the entire process on starting with prawn. Then he'll show you how to cook pork lard. Then after that, he will start doing the broth. Then you can just watch and learn.
Okay, can. So usually how I actually plug the prawns, right, is I hold the tails. Once you give it a slight pinch, right, all you need to do is just pull the tail out. So you give it a bit of wiggle here and there, then you get the whole prawns out. So sometimes you'll notice that the broth itself will look very red, but because of the prawn. It's not because of any artificial coloring that we pour into the broth.
Okay, very good. Working so long time. Nice, good one. Let's try it. Firstly is the smell. Smells good. It's good. It's just a wok, like I told you. You know some when you stir fry?
Okay.
Honestly speaking, it's a bit too slow.
Alright.
But if you do it faster, the smoke will become bigger.
Okay.
But because you're new,
Yeah.
cannot expect you to be so good.
More to
我没有
come.
工作做了。Today, Valiant, performance-wise, very good. He even managed to fry his first wok on the first day. So after today's observing Valiant's performance, he has officially been hired. One thing that also keeps me motivated is definitely my staff. I believe that every staff is a reflection of their leader. Yeah, one of the reasons why I fight hard every single day. Because if I fail, they also fail. And the reason why they joined here is because they trusted me.
If you do have a lot more options in terms of running a store with providing more variety, you might need a central kitchen. So it is really an option that hawker themselves have to consider in terms of what are they offering their customer that require a greater space for them to provide that particular type of food service.
Central kitchen is a big challenge for us. It's quite a heavy investment. And managing a central kitchen, which is 4,000 square feet with cold room, is quite tough. We have about more than 10 staffs. Without the staffs, it's difficult for us to run. And it's quite a heavy investment. And the rental-wise, also high. My name is Haji Muhammad. I'm the director of Allauddin's Briyani Private Limited. We have 4 outlets now in Little India, in Toa Payoh, West Coast, and Changi Hawker Center. After my NS, I started helping out my father by packing the food just as a packer. On the way, I started preparing the food to be a cook. Then after that, I'm managing all the stalls. During those times as a hawker, we must be present in the stall in order to run the business. But nowadays, we prepare most of the food in the central kitchen and we deliver to the stalls. The opening part of the central kitchen is to cater for more outlets, and the food quality will be the same for all the outlets if we cater from the central kitchen.
I've always argued that this middle layer, right, in the food chain, the guys who produce the noodles, even the chili and ingredients and sauces, this layer is very important. If the middle layer can produce something that is very good, the hawkers won't have to do it themselves. But the problem is, In Singapore, at least, the main complaint from the hawker is still, it's never as good if I make it myself.
Main challenge is you need a trustable staff look after each stall. Because as a director, I can't be running to all the stalls every day. Usually we have 2 staffs in each stall. One will be preparing the food and another one will be packing the food. My nephew will go to the central kitchen every day to check the quality of the food and the preparation of the food.
So every day, 3 to 4 a.m., we'll cut our vegetables, such as coriander, tomato, onion, and we grind the ginger for the ginger paste. After we prepare all this, then we put them inside the pot for the cooking. Yeah.
Once the food arrives, my staff will prepare the bain-marie temperature. So they'll put the food inside the bain-marie. And we have a certain temperature for the food to remain warm. In 1980s, my father was famous for Briyani. The older generations used to know him, but it was not established. But once we came to Hawker Center, we became more famous and we became more established. My wish is to expand the business and to make it as a branding in the future.
I knew that I couldn't finish everything by myself. Because if I were to take on everything by myself, chances are I'll be in the shop for 15 or 16 hours a day. So usually before 4 o'clock, I get to go home. I consider myself an office job because effectively I am in the shop for less than what my peers who are working are. While their official hours might be, let's say, 9 to 5, there's usually OT, there's usually work that needs to be done after office hours. But for me, right, I only start work at 8 o'clock, and then once I end work, I go home. I don't have any work to be done. So I get to pursue other hobbies, maintain a better work-life balance beyond my hawker life. My name is Jimmy. I am 34 this year. I am actually a hawker selling bak chor mee. Bak chor mee has always been a comfort food for me. I would say it's an all-day food. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner, you can have it for supper. Initially, when I started, I couldn't find manpower. A lot of the staff that I employed at that point in time, right, they are older than me. So there was a, I wouldn't call it generational gap, but they have their way of doing things. And they wasn't very receptive to listening to a kid that is half their age. It becomes very tiring. So why not just do it alone?
Younger hawkers bring a different set of ideas, but also ideals to Singapore's hawker culture and hawker centre. Many of us are unlike the previous generation where they are willing to work 6-7 days a week, 15-hour days. Many also have better sort of boundaries on what a healthy work life should be, and especially as hawkers themselves. And I do think that should be continued to sort of improve the conditions of hawking.
During the process of being a hawker, when you start facing hardships, when you start facing challenges, that was when I realized that, wow, things are hard. So I take this approach which I call divide and conquer. What I do is that I look at my ops and I list them down, and I see which one I can outsource without compromising my quality. For example, I outsource my bowls washing. That would easily take off 30 minutes or 1 hour of my time. Another thing that I divide and conquer is food processing. All right, so this is my fish cake. My vendor actually pre-cuts them and then vacuum seal them, and then they paste the manufacturing date on it. So I get to save on like maybe a good 15 or 20 minutes of time cutting the fish cake. So they come in this ready cut form and vacuum seal.
So that image of like the 70-year-old uncle, you know, still sweating over his wok with the like good morning towel around his neck, it's something that we still recognize and cling on to for comfort. And while it's romantic and comforting, it also has the danger of not letting our hawkers evolve, as they should, right?
I don't come from an F&B background, so I don't have a preconceived notion of how certain things need to be done. So when I look at it, it just appears to me that, okay, I need to break down my ops into this, and then I see how I can multitask and do all of them simultaneously. Hawker life doesn't have to be so physically exhausted at the end of the day, because all this work that you save, right, at the end of the day, it leaves you with more energy. More energy means you can pursue other things. You can meet your friends for a meal, you can spend time with family, you have a better work-life balance.
I've been standing at the same spot doing the same thing, steaming, for 15 years. After having 13 outlets in Singapore, find that it's time I want to give myself a try. So branch off to Vietnam. Open up the cover. My name is Eddie Tan, and I'm the third generation for my family in the business. Currently, I'm doing Hong Kong style Cheong. I started to join in my family business at the age of 23. Previously, my grandfather and my father were selling rice cake. 18 years ago, I tried to convince my dad to change to Chongqing because I tell him that this trade in the market is still very new. Because what you can get Chongqing is only in the Chinese restaurant in the dim sum. Thank you. 谢谢你. Thank you. I noticed that a lot of hawkers, they are spending around 12 hours per day. So if I'm doing franchise, I actually cut down 1/3 of their time because the preparation part is all done in the central kitchen. Every morning, usually around 7, I will go to the central kitchen. 通常早上6点左右，那个供应商会把叉烧送给我们，然后我们会把那些烧焦的剪掉，然后我们就用这架机器把它搅碎，然后我们再做成包装，每一盒大概是800克左右。
In terms of taste, whether you use good processor versus whether you pound your sambal and onion in that bowl, there will be some trade-off, and this is where perhaps differentiation come in terms of whether you want to have access to machines to scale up fast and efficient, or whether you want the legwork and handwork because you want to stick with your grandma's flavor.
Like fried kway teow, you know, you have to fry there, and then you need a chef, and every chef will be different, you know, with the way they cook. Chongqing is different. I already have the powder mixed in a pack form. We provide them the container, so they can actually mix the solvent here. And then with all the ingredients that is supplied from my central kitchen, I can control the quality of the char siu, the prawns, and the sauce. There's don't need any chef over here, is it? They don't do the marination, so the taste will be universal throughout the outlets. I try to branch off to Vietnam with the help of my partners.
Hello.
Okay. So what are you doing? On your side talking?
No, they're training new stuff.
Okay, training new staff.
Yeah.
Okay, I just to let you know I'll be coming over on Monday. So I need you to prepare photo taking for our new menu.
Yes, I prepared it.
I find that the pho tastes something like my rice roll, And mainly Vietnamese like to use fish sauce. It's quite similar to my soy sauce. So it give me more courage to take Vietnam as my first overseas venture. Vietnam is more tough than in Singapore because I face the language communication. But lucky for me, my GM, she speak English. So whatever I need, she can translate for me.
Okay, thank you. See you all soon.
Bye. See you Monday. I want to give myself, see how far I can go. I hope that I can bring my Ping Wei, Xiong Pan, to most part of Asia. I want to have more people to have a chance to taste my Xiong Pan.
沙爹米粉很少听到吗？有也是不一样的嘛，它的酱料不一样嘛，因为我们自己做的酱料也不一样嘛。你就是潮州人的文化嘛，因为变成新加坡的食物了啦。小姐，你要什么？放下它，放下。萝卜米，一包麦豆嘅。
This idea of localization or hybridization of food has happened since a long time ago. I'll take, for example, Satay Bee Hoon, right? You have your Satay Bee Hoon sauce and you mix that with a traditional Chinese noodles, right? And I believe this will still continue as Singapore's hawker culture continues.
我叫徐定，当小贩已经50年了。我店的名字叫做新洲沙爹米粉，卖啊，我卖2样嘞，沙爹米粉跟鱿鱼旺菜。这个是创造沙爹米粉的我叫，这个是我老公，1956年开始卖的时候，这个档口以前是在马路旁，用那个黄布盖的。
Satay Bee Hoon still popular among a small segment of our population. But if you are gonna ask the next generation of Singaporean and tell them about Satay Bee Hoon, they probably look at you funny and say, what dish is that? Because it really is on its way out. There's only a few Satay Bee Hoon stalls left now.
10月80，一3月80出来，上来了。这个应该是叫布格迪嘛竹笼的那个马路啦，以前是在马路卖的嘛，推车的。他们起初是卖鱼圆面，生意很差，因为也有人卖鱼圆面，还有牛肉面呢。最后我家婆去买那个沙爹来吃了。他以前的老人很省嘛，剩那个酱，他就剩那酱不舍得倒掉，他就煮米粉淋下去咯。然后他们就想然后可以卖成沙爹米粉这样咯。起初的时候是用那个沙爹酱，味道不一样嘛。然后那个娘娘的人跟他讲了，用那个另外加香料，然后配合起来，所以才变成沙爹米粉咯。香料最重要，而且要慢火炒咯，不可以大火了，这样慢慢炒到它金黄色。要有耐心啊，没有耐心可能做不到。有些老顾客真的跟了我们很久的嘞，几10年还会回来嘞。 我做这样多年，可以把我的孩子养大，还可以供他们读大学，这样满足感哦。而且有些人就说：“哇，安迪，你的东西很好吃。”所以你就觉得很满足、很高兴这样哦。
Just to put it very bluntly, there's this stigma that vegetarian food sucks. Some of the customers are very traditional in their thinking. A vegetarian store must have bee hoon. So then they will walk away. The beauty of vegetarian cuisine is that you're not limited to what you sell. So you can always twist and adapt your menu whenever you feel like something is not working out. I'm Daryl. I've been a hawker for almost 11 years now. I specialize in vegetarian cuisine. My parents are vegetarians for almost 20 years now. And then I grew up in a very staunch Buddhist family. So growing up, me and my sister, we can only consume vegetarian meals at home. So that really played a part in my upbringing. Most vegetarian stores you see, they use a lot of fried stuff. And there's not much vegetables you can see, which is why I incorporate Yong Tau Fu because I use a lot of vegetables that are not commonly seen. Basically, pumpkin, yam, capsicum.
We're seeing a lot more demand for clean eating, both from the younger generation who are more health conscious to our aging society who are thinking about longevity and health span and lifespan. And we're seeing stalls like Organics rise up to meet this demand with their plant-based bowls and more conscious ingredient choices.
因为我们不收隔夜了，所以晚上就没有准备太多。In my early 20s, I decided to tender for a stall in a secondary school. There was this customer that patronized, and then she saw me eating a non-vegetarian meal. She didn't question me, but ever since that day, she stopped patronizing my stall. Then I kind of figured that if I'm not a vegetarian myself, that would deter people from being convinced that what I'm selling is entirely vegetarian. That kind of changed my perspective a little, and I decided that I'm going to be a vegetarian in order for me to succeed. Along the way, I made changes here and there. I had to observe and I gathered feedback from the customers, and then I slowly adjusted, removing the ones that are not as sellable and then trying out new items that are more receptive for the customers. I realized that as much as there's a demand for vegetables, there's also a demand for fried items. That was when I decided to come out with 2 new items. One of it is fried tofu ball. And the other one will be also mushrooms with seaweed. Now I'm ready to deep fry both the dishes and then we are ready to serve. 今天叫你们来帮我试看那个味道，看那个口感，觉得 OK 吗？
那个豆腐哦，不够扎实，因为它不够扎实的话，等一下你煮水了哦，它可能会散掉。
It tastes like the real chicken。喜欢这个豆腐跟紫菜咯，因为它有那个腥味，会变成好像不是素这样的咯。不过问题它炸不够脆了。
因为是这样的，一些不吃素的人。 他们从来不吃素，所以他们没有那种想要说会 try 素食，把你做到你的食物看起来很像荤的，所以他们会吸引到他们，这个就是你的成功。
Ever since I changed, the vegetarians were telling me that the taste is just right. So that was when I know that was another milestone for me. Professionally, I would say I felt like I could understand the audiences better and I could innovate and create products that could better suit their palate.
I was a lawyer before opening up a hawker stall. I had spent 5 years in law, and I needed a break, so I took some time out. And in that time that I took out, this is in 2015, I always had like an interest or a desire to set up my own business. Little did I know that when you run a small business or even entrepreneurship, it comes with its own set of stresses. On hindsight, I probably didn't realize like how difficult entrepreneurship is. Hey, Genji. My name is Manbir Singh. I'm the founder of Reinventing. I've been a hawker for about 9 years now. We sell craft beer or beer also made by us. Well, I kind of landed on the idea of setting up like a microbrewery in Singapore. There wasn't much an audience for unique beers. In my mind, the easiest or best way to start up, and something that was low capital as well, was setting up shop in a hawker center. When we first opened up, a lot of people were suspicious about what we were selling. They thought, like, having seen so many stalls come and go in our particular location, that we were just like a fly-by-night operation. So it really took us like a long time to earn like their respect and understand what we're doing.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Ben. How you doing?
Good, good.
How's your day been?
Same.
Same. The advantage of brewing your own beer is that we get to control the entire process from start to finish, and even how it's served and how it appears.
You can open up the hatch, all
Right.
4 hatches. Door open to the right side. You can put in your salts first.
Got it.
And then your lactic acids. These 2 bags can be poured in relatively quick, as long as there's no clumps.
We really want to expose people to great tasting, good quality beers, or interesting beers as well. So we have like sour beers, IPAs, fruited beers. We have a whole range, and we're constantly doing something new and different.
In the past, you might find that there are many hawkers selling traditional foodstuffs. But now, as Singaporeans are a little bit more cosmopolitan and modern, you do find different types of food being served as well. You do get interesting individuals entering the scene. That is testament to how, hawker culture is not static, but changes across the times as well.
One way we've gotten exposure is actually through events. We also participated in Brunanza. Brunanza is actually run by another local brewery called Brewlander. Part of the struggle that people don't understand is today to survive in such a competitive F&B market, you can't just be a person just cooking or serving. You got to be able to create a brand. You got to be able to sell an experience as well. These events really give us the visibility and exposure to a whole new audience. And I think like every time we leave a lasting impression in someone, they will tell their friends, and their friends will tell someone else. Renmin means people. People is really at the heart of everything that we do. We want to make beers that the people want, that's affordable and accessible. It's really about making beers for the people.
Hawker culture will continue to evolve as it has done over the past few decades. Looking ahead, because our population will start to change, so consumption habits will continue to change. The types of hawkers that will want to enter the trade will also change. But what's core is that we continue to keep this culture and heritage alive because it's such a distinctive factor of what Singapore is about.
Hawkering is a really punishing business, right? It's small, it's sticky, it's humid. So why can't technology alleviate some of that so that we free our hawkers up to do the more human side of the business, which is serving the customers, interacting with them, finding out their needs, their wants, their evolving palates,